I'm Melissa Pittman and I'm your hostess today. I'm going to be showing you some functional exercises that you can do to get ready for that sexy summer shape up and to get into that bikini this season. So let's get started. We're going to do some functional exercises that'll help focus on getting rid of that cellulite, keeping your bum tight, and keeping your core tight at the same time. So our first exercise is going to be the plie squat, and I'm actually going to show you a very simple version, and then I'll show you an advanced version and how to kind of amp it up once you get used to that beginning version. So you're going to stand with your feet a little more than shoulder width apart. You're going to point your toes out at about a 45-degree angle, and then you'll actually just squat down from the waist, making sure to keep your chest up and your shoulders back. More importantly is just to kind of sit down like you're sitting in a chair. So your actual range of motion should be all the way down and all the way back up. All the way down and all the way back up. Remember to hold that move for about 1 to 2 seconds at the top and on the bottom to keep that muscle belly in full tension. This is mostly going to work your hamstrings and your glutes. It's also going to work your inner thigh, or what is known as your inner hamstring. So again, your actual range of motion will be all the way down and back up. And how you can do this on a more advanced version would be to pick up a dumbbell and hold it in between your legs, which I'll show you now. This is a 20-pound dumbbell, and basically you're just going to do the same thing. Shoulders back, chest up, and squat down. And you can do this for anywhere between 12 to 15 reps, depending upon your ability and where you're starting. If you're a little more advanced and you feel like you can really do this, keeping perfect form, you can lift your heels off the ground and squat down. So that is your plie squat. So your second exercise is actually going to be a split squat or split lunge, whatever you want to call it. It goes by both names. I'm going to call it a split squat. So we're going to start off doing it as your beginning version. So we'll do it on your hands on your waist. You need to make sure you step out far enough to where your knee does not extend past the toe of your foot. Really important to prevent any knee injuries in this particular exercise. So I'm going to step back and put my foot on the bench. Make sure again to keep your shoulders back and your chest up, and do not allow your knee to go forward past your toe. Now, it's very important in preventing any knee injuries. So you're actually going to keep your hands on your waist, make sure your chest is back, your shoulders back, and you're going to squat down. This would be someone who hasn't really done this exercise before. And then we'll move to your more advanced version. And here I've selected 10-pound dumbbells, which is going to be challenging. Again, getting that foot kind of right on the center of the bench. And again, shoulders back, chest up, you're going to actually squat down. Remember to breathe. Anytime you're going down, you should be breathing in, and when you're coming up, you should be breathing out. So that's your split squat. So our third and final exercise is actually going to be the pelvic tilt. You're going to lie flat on your back, whether you're on a mat, on the carpet, something that's comfortable, of course, because you're going to have your back and your hips and your butt pressed against the ground in a portion of this. So you're going to lie flat on your back, keeping your feet right at the edge of the mat. You're going to make sure you focus on squeezing your glutes, your butt, and your hamstrings as you lift your hips off the ground. You keep your arms flat on the ground, and your shoulders and your back should also stay pressed into the ground. You're just going to lift right at the hip area. So your reps should look like this, keeping your core tight, squeezing here on your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower back. You should feel it in all 3 areas. So that should be rep 1. When you come down, make sure you don't touch all the way to the mat. This is just making sure that you keep the muscle in perfect tension the entire time. Squeeze back up, that's 2. Make sure you're breathing in as you go down and out as you come up. And that is what we call our pelvic tilt. So we just did 3 great functional exercises that you can do at home, in the gym, at work, wherever you are, you can get these done. This is gonna help you get into that bikini this season, make sure that butt and those hamstrings stay tight. You can do all these exercises in 2 to 3 sets at 12 to 15 reps, depending upon your ability. Make sure you add the weights, make it challenging. You wanna sweat, you wanna feel it. The more you feel it burn, the more you know it's working. So hopefully this helps you get into that sexy summer shape up.